Hey, welcome back everyone to another session of how to build in No Man's Sky. Today we will once again be thinking outside of the box. So in this video I will show you a few designs and styles I've been using in the past that might help you out in expanding your building skills. So let's kick off this tutorial with building sloped walls, floors and windows. Now let us begin with placing a metal wall under this floor, as the markings on it will come in handy. Then we place a sphere generator on its side with its connector pointing upwards. The generator will automatically snap in angles of 90 degrees, so no worries there. Line up the connector with the central markings of the wall. Depending on how high you want your panels glitched, you can adjust the position to your liking. Place it once you're happy with its location and then remove the wall. The sphere generator should remain. Now we go to the back of the generator. On the center we will place another sphere generator and make sure the connector is pointing upwards. The center should be easy to find. Try facing as straight as possible to ensure perfect alignment. You will see that once placed, the generators merge nicely together. The only thing remaining is blender glitching a wall on the connector of the last placed sphere generator. Now we can remove the generators and we can snap more walls on the angled piece. Looks rather neat. If you would like to snap a floor in a similar angle, we cannot follow this technique, as floors glitches differently than walls. So to make this work with the floor, we will place a sphere generator at the bottom of this floor. As you can see, I'm using concrete floors for this tutorial, but actually a metal floor would have been a better choice. Sadly, the sphere generator's connector does not line up automatically with the floor, so we will have to rotate it manually. First, I line up my sphere generator with the center of the floor and then let it slightly merge through the side of that floor. The edge of the sphere generator in green will make it easier for you to line up the connector. Just make sure the two green parts are equal in size, and that will be your center. So now place it. Once the generator has been placed, we can now remove the floor, and similar to the first technique, we can place another generator on the center back. The connector still does not line up, so manual rotation it is. As you can see, you can line up the three markers of the generators. Now we can blender glitch a floor on the latest generator, and that will angle it perfectly as our previous angled wall. Now delete the generators, frontage the floor up or down, and that is your reference to build your sloped wall. So what if I want to close off the top of these walls? Well, it's quite simple. We simply reverse the angle by using again the sphere generator. So let us start with the wall and place a generator here nicely centered. No need for manual rotation, as it lines up perfectly. And the great thing is that even on a sloped floor, the generator also will line up nicely. So let us place one here as well. Once the generators are placed, we can remove both the wall and floor. And once again, place another generator at the center back of it. As you can see, the connection of the second sphere generator has a nice 90-degree angle, so we will blender glitch our floor on that one. Now, if you wish to have the floor sticking out of it, this would work out perfectly. But I rather have a nice corner, so let us move out the two floors and then remove the generator and the glitched floors. We can now place back the wall and the floor, and then we frontage the straight floors against it. Now we should be able to snap the floors on these, and the corners should look neatly connected. Next, we will be merging different parts together and so making a quite unusual looking design. I already prepared a floor with on top a straight and centered wire. On that wire, we will be blender glitching a paving. Once the paving is glitched, we can line up another wire on top of it. As usual, to center a wire, I place my first wire on the surface and then center the wire properly. This seems to be having a more precise result. Now, because another wire is below it, the new wire is snapping to that. Simply press the rotation buttons, in my case L1 and R1, and the wire will unsnap. Now we can place it. Then we pull the wire along the line of the paving so it's nice and straight. Now we will do this once again. We will snap a paving on top of the existing paving and then repeat the technique for another wire on top. Once that is done, delete the top paving and now adjacency from a paver to a cylinder. Then connect a pipe on top of that cylinder. After that, we delete the cylinder and replace it with a sphere. The design of the sphere should point towards the pipe. Now we can remove the pipe and the paving and we can start with some good old Blender glitching. First one to Blender glitch is the cylinder, and we will have to do that on the bottom wire. This will result in the cylinder and the sphere merging nicely together. Next is the pipe, and we will be glitching that on the wire centered in the sphere. That way the pipe looks nicely blended with the sphere. After that, we just place two pipes on top of the blended pipe. Next up is the gas extractor. Now before we Blender glitch it, let us add some texture to it. Open the menu on your gas extractor and go up one step in the color menu. We now press L2 to open up the shortcut menu and bring your cursor over to one of the adornments. And while aimed at this pipe, for example, we select the color menu and go up until we are in the texture selection and apply it to the pipe. Once you have done this and you release L2, you will notice the gas extractor also has taken over the wooden texture, and that texture will remain there as long as you do not drop out of the color menu. The only thing remaining now is Blender glitching the gas extractor on the bottom wire. This now blends perfectly with your setup and looks rather pleasing. The advantage of using the wires is that they remain there and can be used to continue glitching on them. So let us glitch an EMG on the same spot, and let's also add texture to the EMG. And that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to check out some of my other content, as there is a lot you'll probably enjoy as well. Other than that, this was Beeblebum, and you have been watching how to build in No Man's Sky. Goodbye for now. Remember that if you like my content and you want to support what I do here on my channel, there are several ways to do so. You can donate by clicking the link in the banner of my channel or the description of this video. If you prefer merch, you can find some sweet looking t-shirts, mugs and other stuff in my Teespring shop. Or simply subscribe, leave a like and comment. If you want to see more, click one of the titles popping on the screen right now. Many thanks for your support.